Our next selection, the Orlando Magic, 6th overall, taking Anthony Black out of Arkansas. Played one season for the Razorbacks, became the only player in Arkansas history to reach 450 points, 180 rebounds, 140 assists in a season. Also 74 steals and 22 blocks last season. The first Division I freshman with 70 steals and 20 blocks since Zion Williamson in 2018-2019. 6'7", 210 pounds. He's a big point guard with a versatile skill set. And Adam, Anthony Black, I love this pick for Orlando. Do you love this pick for Orlando?
I love it. I think this is an A in my book. This was someone who many people thought would last to number 8. I thought that was too long. Here's the reason. This is a tremendous overlap of perimeter size, basketball IQ, and defense. This is someone who went to college and put on almost 20 pounds of muscle and didn't lose a step in terms of his fluidity or his quickness. He has proven himself to be a true big point guard, although he's got the size to play and defend multiple positions in time at the NBA level. The question is his shooting, and you don't want to make too much of the pre-draft highlights you see, but there was a notable change in his mechanics in some of the footage that came out in the last 2 months. If this guy can make spot-up shots and make pull-ups off ball screens at a semi-respectable rate, we're going to look back at this, and there's not going to be 5 better players to come out of this draft than Anthony Black, because he's got a very high floor. And again, size, basketball IQ. He is super smart, and he's super smart on both ends of the floor.
So you gave an A+ for the Victor Wembanyama grade.
Yes.
Your grade here, also an A+?
A.
A. Okay.
Got to really work for the A+.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. I want to see some tough grading. We've seen some tough grading on this set in years past.
GP, if you're watching at home, I'm just trying to make you proud.
There we go. You're making him proud for sure. You like this pick as well. This is to put this in baseball terms. A shout to the podcast. This is a home run.
Well, listen.
Or a slam dunk?
Or a Hail Mary that could pay off a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Whatever you want, because guess what? Anthony Black, 4-sport star. Basketball was the 4th sport he was good at. A little peek behind the curtain. Anthony Black's camp was highly confident that he would go to Orlando. I think Washington is very let down, had Anthony Black in multiple times and was hoping he'd be there. Not the case whatsoever. Orlando is prepared to build around Anthony Black for the future as a combo guard, a point guard, big size, has it all. The only thing he doesn't have is the shooting, but everything else he has. Defense, intensity, one of the best defenders in this draft, and one of the better athletes too. Bigger than you think he is, and passed with flying colors the interview process there. So, yes, they were. Orlando was hoping he would still be there at 6, confident he would be at 6, and Anthony Black's camp, Hakeem, was pretty confident that this was going to be the situation that played out. It goes that way, and maybe, just maybe, they've got their point guard for the future here at 6. I know it's still relatively high, Hakeem, but this could be a pretty good value a couple years down the road. He
received multiple Division I football offers as a 3-star wide receiver.
4-star.
It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. You know who loves this kid as well is Avery Johnson. Avery, let's welcome back in alongside Tim Doyle. You watched Anthony Black a lot this season. You follow the SEC quite a bit. What stands out to you about the way he plays the game?
Elite size, hand-eye coordination. This guy can make the blind pass. He's a maestro on the floor with his size, an unbelievable size. And remember, Anthony Black played for a coach that I played for in my last year of my career, Eric Musselman. So I've had many conversations about how his game translates to the NBA. And number one, very smart, very cerebral player. This guy, elite defender. We love to talk about offense and three-point shooting, and sure, he needs to improve his outside shot. But you talking about an elite defender, especially in pick and rolls, because the NBA is a pick and roll jamboree right now. But I'm very impressed. This is an excellent fit for Anthony Black to go to a team that doesn't necessarily need him to score, but to set up other players to get them wide open shots. And you can roll out a 6'7" point guard in the NBA against some of the elite point guards that he's going to see, especially in the Eastern Conference. I give this an A for the Orlando Magic.
I'm super high on the Magic. Obviously, if you watch me throughout the year, I am excited what this future holds. At 3.9 assists a game, If that translates right now to the team, that actually would be second on the team behind Markelle Fultz at 5.7. They almost have an embarrassment of riches of young guards. They need to make a move. They could package so many. They have like all these like 6'9" wings, and then the Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony and Markelle Fultz. You know, the two untouchables in my eyes, Apollo and Franz. Want to pump you up, okay? I love that foundation. Now you're bringing a guy who's got a high basketball IQ. I thought Houston should have taken him. That's who I would have taken at 4. Then you add in some IQ with some athletes, with Şengün. I thought that was a better fit. I'm not saying that Thompson has a higher ceiling. He probably does. But that's who I would have taken. That's the difference. I love basketball IQ. Josh Giddey, Tyrese Halliburton, both those guys, there was a lot of like, some knocks on them, just like with Black, and he can't shoot the 3. I think this kid's going to be amazing. This was the perfect draft pick for the Magic.
And Tim, one thing that you always appreciate about it, some of these guys, they come from good families in terms of their background and their athletic ability. His father's in the Baylor Sports Hall of Fame as a standout basketball player. His mom played soccer at Texas and Baylor, and now looking to make a name for himself with the Orlando Magic.